Welcome to another first hour of, and this time we're playing Kaiserpunk. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't even looked at the options for this game yet. I have no idea what the options are set at, how loud this game's gonna get. Right now, it seems fine there. The controls are what my video is going into this. Why is the screen resolution like that? Maybe like that. Doesn't actually change anything. Or motion blur. That's already off. Good. That's good. So, in our first hour up, I will always be looking at what the very first hour of gameplay is that you'll be experiencing when you play Kaiserpunk. So we're just gonna get right into it with the tutorial, and they have 3 of them. We'll see how long each one takes, and this one. So you have to do each of them in order. All right, city building basics, navigating the world, grand scale. Let's start with the city building basics. I'm unsure how long most games tutorials take. Usually they're not too long, but this is a city builder, almost grand strategy game mix. We're going to see kind of what the deal is with everything. Usually these could take a little bit longer than your normal, say, first-person shooter tutorial, RPG tutorial. One daring to hope, daring to dream. With the war raging on pointlessly, the governor and his men took their fate into their own hands. Exhausted and desperate, they sought refuge in the nearby town. Their dreams and hopes were simple: a hearty meal and a roof over their heads, with no one pointing a gun at them. We grow great by dreams. We'll continue.
A battalion of battle-weary soldiers, having deserted the relentless conflict, returned to their once familiar land, only to discover a haunting sight, a desolate wasteland of ruins. Amidst the crumbling remains of a nation, they encounter the lingering echoes of war, grappling with the ghosts of their past and the harsh realities of a world forever changed. Undeterred, they rally together, fueled by a resilient spirit to rebuild not just their lives, but also their shattered nation.
All right. This got voiceover. No, Commander. This ruined village is teeming with bandits. Before we even think about returning to civilian life, we need to clear them out. Men are battle-hardened veterans, and this should not pose a challenge to them. Give the word, and we will march in. All right. I recognize some of these uniforms. Grenadier unit, or what's left of it. Yesterday's friends become today's enemies. I guess war has taken a toll on everyone's minds. Be on your guard, Commander, for we do not know if we have seen the last of them. Right? After cleaning up the corpses, we must fix this rundown village. I'll organize our men to salvage what they can whilst you set up the base. Commander, with some skill and luck, we might salvage something useful. This is like a post-World War I alternate universe, alternate timeline. Or we're getting more backstory in the tutorial, so we'll see what happens still. We're cleaning up. We're fixing things. The old farm. Alright, Commander, here to report. Our men have cleared most of the village. While clearing, they salvaged and preserved what materials they could for future building projects. It is a shame so much of it has been brought to ruin by the war. Use these resources well. They turned all of that. Okay, there's still some remnants over here, but they turned all of that to practically nothing. Alright, rocky start, but it's a start, Commander, or should I say Governor? Welcome to the world of Kaiserpunk. Before you embark on the arduous journey of reclaiming and rebuilding the world, we are going to review the basics. For starters, we need to check the surrounding area. Alright, I'm gonna move, camera rotate, right? Done out with lay land, we can start the real work. For a men without shelter at this point, they're basically homeless. I suggest we build some basic shelters for men before we do anything else. Got our construction down here. Labor housing. Right. So I can rotate these. I want to be in, or can I make them slightly off? The hazard men can properly head to work, knowing they have food, roof over their heads. Thank you, Governor. Governor, our building that connects to our headquarters in order to make them operational, so you should build some roads to connect them. Okay, so there's the roads. Now we just build some roads. Now that's done, I advise you use roads every time you build something. Without roads, buildings and transport can't work properly. Governor, men have located roads in our position. If the report is true, it seems they're in repairable condition, and we might be able to use them for ourselves if we repair them. After the repairs, we have to look for ways to move the houses close to our base. So, over here. How far is this away? Commands. We can repair. That'll take us 10 hours in-game time. I'm guessing we can speed that up. That kind of tells you the time up here. Way to play pause. Okay. Connect buildings. I'll go move mode. So we okay, we can grab them and move them. All the way. Oh geez, this is a huge map. All over here. Harder to rotate. Back over there. I'm gonna build some roads. Cars and more might be present in these buildings, but our workers are there to provide proper care. Governor, our men are not able to properly feed themselves without food production buildings. For now, I advise rudimentary production of vegetables. Cultivation. Vegetables. What we want. For this. Any way to see, like. Doesn't really do anything if I don't change it, so let's just put it here, I guess. Connect it with a basic road. And construct a depot. Okay, so this goes to this. Right? Right, so this will go to here, and this will feed all of this. Okay. Now we just gotta produce 10 vegetables. I work on it right now. Planning mode, demolish mode, repair, upgrade mode, planning mode. We get decoration in this. Iron mines, some like bakeries, clothiers, weavers. There's a production chain to this, sort of like games like Anno. Fire stations and such. Markets, trade ports, airports. Factories, munitions, you can build military items. Basic and developmental. Oh. I put that in here? No, okay, so it's bread in there. Okay. That marked 10 vegetables? They're gonna drop it off with their little car? There we go. Thank you, Governor. Our men are able to feed themselves within their families now. Alright. Governor, we're now slowly developing. We require additional building materials to keep expanding. If we start the production of basic materials such as plywood. Utilities. Forester. Okay. For this. Alright, so... I can see a little green circle. Keep the road in. Put the forester out over here. Put the lumberyard out over here. We want 2 lumberyards, okay. That there, and then let's connect them, I guess. How do I... Okay. This will work, 'cause I want to do it like that anyway. There we go. Oh shoot, I made a road by accident. Okay. I forgot what the red line means. That building produce resource hard lumber. Building is working lumber. I need to make. Does this need to be plywood or lumber? Okay, let's let it produce a little bit and see what happens. Some of the materials are rolling in. The men are eagerly await new construction orders. If you need more plywood, do not hesitate to introduce new reinforcement areas and build additional lumber mills. Okay. Remember, it's time to dust off our thinking caps. It's been a while since we've attended school and studied, but to build complex production chains, we need to study how to get there. Bear with me. I'll show you where and how to find proper information. Open dashboards. We're looking up here. Boom. Development. All right. Okay, so we can see stuff in here. What's this is? So I have to get up here to unlock these. Where am I getting the plus 14 from? Okay. That's the research panel, Governor. In it, you'll be able to keep track of research at any time you want. Now, with these things mulled over and knowledge gained, a little help from me and the citizens, you are ready to tackle complex issues. Governor, our people are asking for something to lift their spirits. We need something as simple as newspapers providing with entertainment. However, keep in mind that we require electricity to start production chain. Right, so we need utilities, windmills, power substation. I'm gonna guess power substation first. You want the power? Okay, so this goes. There's all nearby buildings providing the electricity production is sufficient. Has a limited output, so multiple. Okay. We went like something like over here. Then our windmills. Do they need to be? No. So let's just build 2. Now we want the Stelios factory. Let's put it up over here. Now these need to have a road. They don't have a road. We upgrade to gravel roads now, but I'm just gonna keep it as a dirt road. Need 40 technicians to salvage this. I don't even know how we. That's tier 3 saber. Okay. But my anno memory is anything to go by. We have to build up and then upgrade these homes at some point. Once we reach certain conditions or certain needs. Like now. Then we should be able to upgrade the homes, or do we have to build better homes? Find out here momentarily. Is this working? Oh, and now I have to construct a paper mill. Okay. Let's put it right across from the cellulose factory. Right. So that's working. Like it's going. Let time go a little bit. I didn't get any notification that this had updated. Now we have to construct a printing press, it looks like. This is on the same side of town. Just something like this, though. Okay, and that's gonna start going. Alright, good work established newspaper production governor. Unfortunately, the news section is limited, but the people are happy they can read something. Time to focus on our bread production. Use what knowledge you gain and build a bread production facilities. I've had enough of carrots. Alright, so we're gonna need grain. Grain will be required. Do I need to build a road from both? Okay, then from there we're gonna need a flour mill. Let's go ahead and just put it right over right here. Okay, and then a bakery. Right there. Game is saving. This is gonna be making bread. Now we get bread going. I need to eat more work. I'm minus on workers. I need more workers. Need more workers than I need. Thank you, Governor. The diversity is key to happiness, but for their prior needs, they're not satisfied. Firemen and grumbling soon enough. Governor, now that their basic needs are met, our people are asking for something to lift their spirits. You've already provided them with newspapers, but now they're requesting something extra. Perhaps new clothing that help them feel renewed and civilized, although producing clothes will put a strain on our water supplies. Don't forget to take care of that as well. We have to take care of water supplies? Water pump. Had to be near anything? No. But it needs to be where water is. A water tower. Does this have to be... Okay, so this needs to be near something like this. This will need a road to it. Right, we still need more workers. Field. Okay, hang on. Let me grab a few more workers here. Okay. Probably a much more efficient way to put this, but right now we're gaining plenty of money. We don't have nearly that many expenses. So, cotton field. I'm going to put it kind of close to the grain field. All right. Got our weaver. We're just gonna put them right near the cotton field. Sure that building's working. We are reaching new development levels for unlocking decoration here on living. Right? Working and now we need to close the air. I'm right next door, and they also use electricity, but we should have enough. So far, everything's going good. So far, this place doesn't look so bad. Oh, our people are happy with the new clothes you provided. May not seem like much, but these simple luxuries mean the world to them. Good work, Governor. Governor, a word if you can. Everything's going according to plan, but we should prepare for the future. To secure a stockpile of alcohol, we might attract new people to our town. Perhaps ones more skilled than our laborers. To get our hands on some alcohol, we'll need to contact the elusive smuggler who deals in various goods. I'm sure he can supply us with alcohol. Plus, we could sell him some of our surplus plywood. We got more than enough. So, we need to construct a market. I think the market's gonna be its own place, so what if we put it out here like this, surrounded it with roads, had it connected in several places. Need more. More labor buildings. There we go. Now we're at a surplus of workers. We need to sell plywood. So sell plywood. Sell 10. Right? We want to buy it, we want to sell it. Here look like, okay, now we need to buy alcohol. Buy 10. Prevent from selling the resource. I feel like we're still... I need more power. Power. Right now it's not telling me of these things I do not have. I don't have plywood for that now, but do we have enough? There we go. Now I have a plus on our power. It's not telling me these things, it looks like. Right. We're waiting to buy the thing of alcohol here. There we go. Good work, Governor. I hope you're familiar with how the markets and trade work inside the city. Naturally, the trader will visit you occasionally, but his stock will change with each visit. Bear in mind that the world, as it might impede his travel, resulting in longer journeys or inventory changes. As for the alcohol stockpile you provided, it will come in handy for times to come. Quality alcohol, like the kind the smuggler supplies with, is hard to come by these days. How do I know? Well, I had a tasting session with the smuggler. Chapter 2, the calm before the storm. Okay. Must be the second episode. First objective completed. The governor and his men enjoy their newfound peace. A hidden oasis that brings life to this war-ridden land, just like in a fairy tale. But fairy tales are, unfortunately, fairy tales. Sweet and short-lived. Those who stand for nothing fall for anything. Alexander Hamilton. Tank! Things running away. Blew up a bridge. Pops, Governor, are you safe, unharmed? Men, form ranks, escort governor to safety. Find me someone who can tell me what happened. I want to know who is on watch today. Seems like you lot have forgotten the discipline that was instilled in you. Apologies, Governor. I lost my cool there. I'm relieved to see you are safe and unharmed. Unfortunately, our lookouts have been killed, which is why the enemy was able to get so close without us noticing. If I had to guess, I'd say they're either allies of the former inhabitants or part of their main force. Whoever they are, we cannot let this go unpunished. Our men may have given up war, but this is different. They'll gladly fight to defend their home. We'll need someone to lead them in the field, and I just the man. Governor, I regret to inform you due to recent events, all trade has been suspended. The smuggler states he doesn't feel safe in our region. Won't be returned until we've dealt with the issue. Governor, I've collected data and placed the available map on your table. My suggestion is that you consult them about our state of affairs so we can plan our next step. Okay, so now we go open world map. Here we go. So we're in Central Europe. So now we gotta move around the world map. Okay. We're gonna get familiar side with the layout of the world. It's time to assemble the troops and deal with the threat. In order to properly defend ourselves and neutralize the threat, we need equipment. Good thing our men have kept some of their gear tucked away for caution. I'll make sure they get extra rations for their foresight. Their gear will suffice for limited combat operations. As soon as you build the base, they will muster and wait your further instructions. So what do we need to do here? We need to construct a military base. Like this? Is this what we're going to do here? This is the one part that seemed unclear about the tutorial. It says construct military base. Okay, got it. So, garrison? Okay, and I'll give us some more upkeep to go. That's gonna take a while to make. Got training, army types, aviation, navy, seas, ground, salted earth. Okay. Battle card results. Battalions represented by army card on the world map. Each battalion or sea can host 8 different units. We can create an entire infantry town, or you can go with artillery and tanks, including creating combined arms. Naturally, the army can fight with sticks and stones, but in the 20th century, it is unadvisable to let them do that. To proper army men, you'll need to secure a production chain of resources basically with the military. You don't have the required resources by army, the quality will drop, and that will incur penalties for attack and defense. Okay. This is very basic grand strategy gameplay in terms of, you know, what we can see here. Okay. I'm a little bit confused. Let's construct a military base. Do I have to do that? Maybe do I have to do that on the city level? Oh, I think on the city level. Okay, well, again, it did not really explain too much about that. So let's go ahead and build a military base near the market, I guess. When we mustered and the army is ready, our men are prepared to face the enemy. Morale is sky high. After all, they know what's at stake. Army is marching orders, Governor. It's time to leave the city and proceed to the battlefield. Although they hoped they wouldn't be summoned to the front again, it's this time they're fighting for something else. Give them their marching order, Governor. Well, first I'm gonna build a road. Because we're, you know. How do I deploy? Okay, so now we're gonna have these guys come out. Deploying. Okay, they're about to be deployed, and there they go. Excellent news, Governor. Our army is marching towards the destination. With the symbol, they will act under your orders. I shall leave you now in the capable hands of our military advisor, provided he sobers up. You're being attacked. The region under attack, minor central. So this is us. We also have a garrison, which I built. You know, I say to battle, what happens? So do we click anything here? Does this happen? So we just hit play. With West Balkans we're fighting. Yeah, very basic. Victorious. We didn't take any damage. Thank you, Garrison. It's very basic grand strategy here. Governor, the enemy has attacked our troops, but they made a grave mistake by underestimating us. They're thinking we'd be easy prey. After their first successful ambush, they grew bold, but our men managed to push them back. Unfortunately, we suffered casualties. However, because they are fighting for their home, men are applying in droves, allowing us to properly reinforce our weakened units. Progress guided by your foresight have left a mark on our city. Our people look up to your leadership, which you embody perfectly. With their fighting strength renewed, our men await further instructions. However, before setting on the new task, it would be wise to attend to other matters concerning the army supply issues. We embark on a campaign to clear the wretches that attacked us not once but twice. We need to ensure our supply lines are sorted out. It's come to my attention that this region is rich with natural resources, prove quite valuable to us. Start, we need to set up production of iron and coal. Right, so back to this map. So there's some things this tutorial could use work on. I didn't realize I had to go back here to. So iron mine. Closest iron mine. Way out here. We're gonna need a new depot. That depot then needs to be close to that. Oh, that depot can reach that depot, so on and so forth. We need a coal mine. We're probably gonna do the same thing. Coal at a range. Build a road. And we're gonna need to build a depot over here. And also increase, that'll get our expansion working again. Great work, Governor. The resources from the national deposits will be crucial for sophisticated production. If we're going to properly supply our troops, we need a functioning arms production chain. However, before that, we need more raw materials. We managed to do the first part well, but we need additional resources. We must expand our mining facilities so we can increase our production capabilities and raw material output. So we need a zinc mine now. That's over here. Close one. I don't have enough plywood currently. Waiting on plywood. There are tons of bricks. We'll say that. So bring in the plywood. So almost there. I'm curious, what does this look like? This is more just wreckage. What is this over here? More wreckage. Resources here. It looks like oil. We have crude oil. More gravel deposits, clay, probably for bricks, water. Zinc, where we want to build our thing. Copper over here. Got enough to get that zinc going, so do it. Don't have enough plywood for any of that. Do we have enough plywood for this? We don't have enough plywood for our depot now. We're gonna have to wait on that a little bit. We could do is increase the amount of this we're working on. Alright. We need more workers for some of these places, so we need more labor houses. This is where it's just gonna start taking us a little longer to do stuff. Alright, I'll put some over here. We need laborers in order to get more people in here. Right now we're just kind of willy-nilly placing stuff. Boom, more workers, alright. Should get this stuff moving a little bit quicker. Well, that house is fine. Now let's get our supply depot over here all set up. Shouldn't take too long. Come on, come on. There it is. Be in range of the other supply depot. There we go. Things going. Now they want us to get a copper mine as well. Okay. And we're really going all out here. Should I get... a little lumber yard and have it producing more plywood. Almost there. 5 more plywood. There it is. Good, they're producing plywood. Good, 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 good. We should have the wood. There it goes. There it goes. We're producing plenty of wood for that. Alright. Now we've got more plywood coming. I need more workers. You know, I'm not going to worry about it until after we build this copper mine. Like 50 plywood. I'm looking up here at this number here. But the same thing where we need to kind of connect the depots in. That's going to turn into a very intricate system of depots that I hope will connect everything else. For instance, I need something on this side of town that connects to this depot. I'm hoping that if I have a depot over here that connects to this depot, and this depot connects to this depot, that everything should, in theory, go all the way over. Right, so now we're gonna get the rest of the plywood in here already, I think. Thought. Are all of a sudden being low on workers again. There you go. Excellent. I can see our miners going to work with their heads held high. Our city is thriving thanks to their hard work. Now comes the challenging part. The ore that our workers have gathered needs to be properly processed and turned into advanced materials that we will use to start our arms industry. Okay. We need 2 smelters. That's a lot of plywood. Steel, brass, so steel and brass is what we're making, I guess. Not making lead, surprisingly. There's 10 laborers for each of these buildings. Each building gives development points. Oh, so we're okay. What does this building look like? Oh, build 1. Guess we build 1 here. But that also needs power, so we need a substation. That has power now. Let's go in. There it goes. And actually, I'd prefer this to make the brass, because it's closer to that. And then we need to make a second one. We might as well make an extra. It looks like it's okay. Yeah, it looks like it's okay to have 2 different buildings. So it looks like it is, in fact, delivering stuff from this. Okay. Also, wind is still a problem. Alright. I think I wait for some more plywood. I'm running on a max speed here, so it's taking a bit of time. I think there's one more tutorial episode we had to go to yet as well. But there's all in stuff that it is important to learn this stuff for the game. I'm just having to add in some more of my thoughts, like adding in more lumber and such. Knowing what I know about games like Anno to get more. There it is. That'll do that. Alright. That should be. There we go. The first aurora and the blaze of fires can be seen from far away. We are 1 step closer to our goal, Governor. Before we start with the factories, we need skilled labor. Our current workforce is not especially skilled to tackle the complex industrial production inside the factories. Now, we need to attract skilled labor. To do that, we need to provide them with housing and other incentives. Like the ale we brought last time. Let's hope this man hasn't found his way into our supply. Manufacture a house. Gonna get labor high rise, which actually has more workers. Get manufacture house. We need development points for that. So now we can start getting these made. Require a lot of plywood. 20 plywood per house at 10. Gotta be nearby water. Oh, you know what? Let's do okay. Build 3, we need to build 5. Wait on some more plywood. There's another one. And let's go ahead and do a road like this or something. Come on, give me that plywood. There we go. Good, I can see new faces in the city, eager to work. Time to provide employment for the newcomers. They are skilled enough, and we can count on their efficiency. Without further ado, we need to build factories, Governor, so that we may start with the arms production. Okay? Now we need a factory. We are missing plywood. Plywood feels like it's going to be a huge thing in this game early on. I mean, like a huge thing. I don't know. Am I providing enough food for everybody? Like, I don't know how to read this. It looks like they're 100% food from what I could tell. Alright, so factory. Let's put it over here. Let me construct 2 factory buildings. Okay. Not enough plywood. Not enough plywood. We're almost there. Here it is. One factory needs to be doing handguns. Okay. Alright. Great work. Our industrial revolution has begun, Governor. These supplies we need will be available shortly. One factory alone can't meet all our supply demands. That's why we have specialized factories designed to line the workload and ensure high quality production of the resources we need. Each factory. Okay. The munitions factory. Give me that plywood a little faster. Almost feel like I need to build another lumber yard for another thing of plywood. Almost there. There we go. And then they're gonna bring resources from that depot over here. It seems like I don't even have to have the depots connecting technically. Now that you're familiar with specialized factories, it'll be easier to plan the resource production. One step closer to goal, Governor. Before we give marching orders, we need heavy equipment to break our enemies back. While that might not be ready during the army assembly, it will form the crucial backbone of armies in the future. I implore you to look into tank production. We have some tanks from our former unit, but not enough of them to form a standing army unit. Okay. We're continuing. It's getting more expensive. And it looks like we're gonna need more. We're gonna need 75 manufacturers. We're actually gonna need more manufacturer houses before we even get this. So, oh. If my memory serves me right, during our retreat, we passed an abandoned military depot with heavy equipment. Might be a long shot, but we can send our guys to see if there's anything useful left. Is that what this is? We're thinking about? Governor, our men have found functional tanks in the abandoned depot. That during the hasty retreat or perhaps desertion, the brass overlooked them. Doesn't matter, they serve us well. So we don't have the men to salvage this yet. Okay. We should go back over here and build a couple more of these. Then go salvage this. Repairing or salvaging? And then we should have enough. I need to build even more. How are we doing on... Their happiness is going up and down. They don't have luxury, no reading. There's stuff they don't have, I guess. And the tanks are a simple government. Now we just need experienced people to man them. Now that we have neat equipment, we need to start with the training. A tank won't drive itself, in the hands of the inexperienced is practically useless. In the worst case, our men could get hurt too. Once they've been properly trained, send them to reinforce our army. Okay, how do I do this? How do I train units tank? Now it's giving me no indication. Ah, here we go. Train one infantry tank. But should I still build that vehicle factory? They're making oodles of money. 2% complete. I want to build a vehicle factory. Can I build it? Almost. Almost have enough plywood to build it. This chain seems relatively simple to do. This chain of building. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Tank. Make 30. And a sun. Now we need to deploy. Deploying the tank battalion now. Take a little bit of time. Even on 3 times speed. Even on 3 times speed. Okay. Lacking luxuries. What are they lacking right now? Luxuries. Alcohol, music, well, gramophones and radios. Other production lines we'll have to work on, but what production line I want to do right now? Okay, we can hear their thunderous roars, Governor, echo and reverberate throughout the city. Our enemy will soon learn to fear our might. Speaking of fear, Howard's awake and sober. He wants to have a word with you. Douglas Howard. Ah, nothing better than a good sleep to sober you up. Douglas is the name, but that's not important. I'm here to stay ahead of myself when shit hits the fan, and I'm thirsty now. Alcoholic to lead us into victory. I see how it is. Well, I guess you gave them quite the beating the first time they attacked you. They ran back to their holes. Now they brought them more men and entrenched themselves. But we got something new as well. With these new mechanical wonders, it's time to end this game. Let's teach them a lesson. Not to mess with us, Governor. Okay, so now we go. Hey. Back. Be no pulp, Governor. The enemy is shattered and unable to fight anymore. I'll teach them not to mess with us. My business is war, while Mitchell deals with the boring stuff. He's probably waiting for you, Governor. Governor, I trust that you forward in enemy territory was settled. Now, on to the harder part. It's time to stabilize the territory rule over. I suggest you build a propaganda bureau and ensure people receive your message. We have uncovered a stash of materials that we could use to build a propaganda bureau, and there are no worries there. Okay, so we just build propaganda bureau. Building, right? $5 days to construct one of those. Okay. I guess we can just go back in here, and I was going to do what I was going to do, which is build another one of these. And be like, need more plywood. Who's saying that, Governor? Propaganda Bureau along with the stationed army? Pacify the civilian population and makes them see things our way. Chapter 3. With 5 minutes remaining in the hour. Man, this tutorial's taking a while. They started from nothing, rose to greatness. All the troubles that plagued them have vanished under the governor's rule. Looking at their city, men marvel at how far they've come. Yet, evil never sleeps. The enemy has revealed its face, and one final battle remains. One last charge. The government men will need to end this once and for all. I found Rome built of bricks. I leave her clothed in marble. How long will Chapter 3 take? Oh, I see they've added a whole bunch to the city. Oh, they made a huge city. I see how it is. I see how it is. Ooh, fancy. Wheels are turning, we're growing and prospering, we accomplished a lot. Peace in our time, Governor. Not the dog! What the hell is going on? Governor, take cover. The danger might not be over yet. War the headhunters. A shit show. Pardon my French, Governor. We have received a formal declaration of war from the enemy forces. It appears that various units spearheaded by the military police from our former army have banded together and they call themselves the headhunters. They express their desire to court martial all of us for disobedience and desertion. Followed by an unsightly end by firing squad. Nut jobs. At least they had the decency to issue a formal declaration of war after they bombed us, but they have been weighted, measured, and found wanting. For the sake of our newly found country, I suggest we eliminate this threat. Before we commit ourselves to any kind of offensive operation, we secure our capital against further threats and deter anyone from attacking us. And to keep people safe, I recommend to fortify our region. So we need to. This is pretty much just build anti-air. I hope doing 2 here makes it so it builds 2. The tutorial is actually taking us quite a bit. It looks like we're not quite going all over the world, although we can scroll all over the world. So I wonder if the main place can take place over the world. This is the Headhunters area. Okay. I think the rest of the tutorial is just going to go over what you can do on the grand map, like build upgrades, stuff like that, and then making movement orders and such. See how far we can get. See how far this will go. Now that our capital is safe, it's time to plan our offensive actions. If our capital is attacked by an enemy army, our men are more than prepared to fend them off. Okay. Governor, our city is growing. We need to set a political course for our citizens to follow. If you direct what kind of politics we endorse, what kind of politics we avoid. Remember, your decision will echo throughout the world. So, reach social pillar levels. Need to do something. Missing something here. Maybe I have to go up here. I'm missing something that I cannot see on the screen right now, which is confusing me a little bit. But we have hit the hour, and we're not done with the tutorials yet, but I am kind of stuck at this part of the tutorial where I don't know what we're supposed to do next. Huh. Alright, well, that being said, that's the first hour of this game. I enjoy it a bit. Oh, here we go. It says right here. You can go with pacifism, nation state. Union. Let's go through this real quick. Very well, Governor. I shall see it to that your citizens respect and carried out. All our citizens will know where we stand. In order to secure our flank, we need to properly communicate with our neighbors. While we have the basic communication and courtesy greetings so far, it's time to advance our friendship to the next level and smooth them over. Press side. I believe a gift of some of our advanced takes will smooth the deal and make them see us in a favorable light. Now we're going to probably go over resource exchange, yeah, diplomacy, neutrals. Okay, so advanced tank, right? Give them some heavy tanks. Okay. Appreciate. Sign deal. Okay. Alright. This is where we're gonna stop. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, I see that's our resource going to them. Thank you so much for watching. We will be returning. No, I don't know if we'll be returning this game, but we will keep an eye on it and see what develops of it. Keep a look out for more first hour videos. Like, subscribe, and comment down below, and we will see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye bye.